Forsaken. What the heck is it? Forsaken is a Roblox game featuring one killer and a bunch of survivors. Pretty simple concept. If you are the killer, kill everyone. If you are the survivor, then survive. This game kind of reminds me of Dead by Daylight. However, instead of trying to escape, your goal is to try to live until the timer reaches 0. It is shown with their many different characters, which all come with different abilities, hopefully to your liking. For example, if you would like to gamble your actual soul away, play Chance. Or like to slash everyone to tiny bits, play Slasher. Now, let's focus more on what the video is going to be about. This video isn't necessarily judging the game, but simply showing the goods and bads in my perspective. If I find any bugs as well, I'll be sure to abuse them. Additionally, what a better way to start a Forsaken video on the new killer drop Guess 666. Well, let's get started. Now, there has been one question I've been thinking about for a long time. Who wins more, the killer or the survivors? Definition of winning is the killer successfully eliminating all the players. So I opened up a spreadsheet and started researching. I am recording which killer was played every time they won and every time they lost, as well as any additional notes I wanted to add during a game. I counted a few games that I played the killer but stopped because I'm a bit goofy. Additionally, I tried my best to server hop to hopefully randomize the results. So, after playing and recording 100 rounds of Forsaken, we find out that the team that wins the more is surprisingly the survivors. I generally thought the killer was going to be better than the survivors, but I guessed wrong. Out of the 100 rounds played, 66 of the rounds had the survivors win. 34 of the rounds were won by the killer. I have some interesting side notes, but before we talk about that, let's look at some extra details from the 100 rounds I played. The top killer played was Noli with 35 games. The second most played character was Guess 666, but he's a new character, so everyone was playing him. Third was a tie between 1x, 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 and the Slasher. Who won the most? Noli tops in first place with 15 wins. Guess 666 in the second with 9 wins. Who lost the most? Noli lost 20 rounds, and Guess 666 with 16 rounds. Lastly, Slasher with 12 rounds. To be fair, Noli and Guess 666 were the most played characters during the recordings, so it's no surprise why they have the bigger numbers. Let's now move on to the special notes I jotted down. For my first note, one character I'm starting to hate specifically is the skateboard character, because it's so annoying as the killer for someone to gain a random speed boost and cross almost half the map. To be honest, it was annoying at the start, but looking at the character specifically, they need to make graffiti around the map in order to skate at all. Killers can simply destroy the graffiti by normal swings, but it's still annoying regardless. On to my next note. Noli is ridiculously fast and also might be overpowered. Honestly, I don't know what to say about Noli. He's just fast. Feels kind of OP. Players say he's balanced, but is he really? I don't know. Comment down. Let me know what you think. People tend to seem they have infinite speed. Honestly, this is one of the things I hated yet loved doing when playing Forsaken. Survivors with a stun ability can essentially loop a killer forever, and there isn't much the killers can do about it. Hitboxes are questionable. There is no doubt that hitboxes seem broken. But once I started to take a closer look, yeah, they kinda are. But at the same time, kinda not. Moments do come where players just phase through a hitbox like nothing happened, or the other way around when you're 100 miles away just to be teleported to the killer's front doorstep. I believe as of right now they are balanced in a way, but definitely need some tweaking. Bloxy Cola kinda garbage. Okay, during the 100 rounds I've only played the new character. I don't know, they just seem fun. I even leveled up Noob up to level 60. I'm pretty crazy. I know. But goodness, does Bloxy Cola suck. Anytime I use Bloxy Cola, it simply results in all the killers outrunning me. Just give them more than one speed. Larger versus small servers. I saw some interesting things. When having a server of 4 people, it was way easier with being the killer. However, having a full server with a bunch of stun and healer survivors really annoys me. Anytime I can be stunned, I will be stunned. Guess 1337 will not leave me alone. That's all the special notes I had. Let's move on to the characters and what they do specifically. Slasher, the one you start out as default, it's alright. Basic slash, basic way of finding people. However, I believe he suffers from being looped the most. There is just no way of catching up, especially when you're getting stunned, tossed around, and can't kill the healers. It's alright for a starter. Cool Kid, a pretty interesting character. One thing I noticed is on the last survivor, it's harder to find the opponent, mostly because you have no search abilities. Only your NPCs can guide you. But overall, a nice character. John Doe. What about them? He's like an area control type killer. It's really hard to play, but once you get used to him, it's pretty fun. You just gotta place your stuff correctly and practice that spike ability. Nole. Probably the most aggressive and easiest character to play. Even tryhards have a hard time with this character. I genuinely believe Nole is the best and overpowered. 1x, 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 1. Not gonna lie, their hitboxes are fatter than they appear. They may look small, but in reality, I believe this covers the entire map. I think this might be the second best killer. Good abilities, and if you are good at aiming, you can get some pretty good damage. Guess 666. The FNAF jump scare character. I really mean it, by the way. Guess 666 is super fun, launching yourselves at players. One thing I'd like to address, however, is he also suffers from being looped. Sure, there's that one gem one, but kinda sucks sometimes. If you miss, you get slowness. Let's move on to the survivors. Noob feels like a distraction character to me. Like, do gens, distract killer for a bit, then run away. But their Bloxy Cola ability sucks, because it only gives one speed. Chidletsky feels pretty alright. You really need to get in there when using your swing ability, or just waiting for the right moment. He's one of the loop characters, to be honest, being able to stun the killer and then regain your stamina, then start running in a circle again. But if you miss, you are cooked. Elliot, one of the few team healer characters. I don't know what to say. You get targeted more. Throw pizza to heal others or run away. That's about it. Having less health does suck though. Builderman, another support character with a sentry and a dispenser. Sentry can slow the killer, additionally damaging them. The dispenser can just heal allies. Not too bad of a character, though they also tend to get targeted a little. 007N7. Kinda meh. Doesn't really feel useful enough. Sure, you can be a distraction with your clone, but most of the time the killer just looks around for like 1 second and they can find who's real. They probably are better as being the last one alive. Two-time. Two-time is quite the difficult character. You need to do a large amount of damage in order to get a second life, where if you were to die, you can essentially just respawn with less health. I've almost got it a second life, but I tend to miss, then just die. Probably cool if I did get it though. Guess 1337. A character you will see a lot when playing in this game. It's the most annoying, stupid, stun character I hate. He's another loop character in my opinion, making it seem like Guess 1337 has infinite speed. Also, why can't I be at 0 health? Taff. Taff also feels like a loop character. Having the trip mine is the cause of this. He's not too bad though, both dealing with and playing. Taff is just an easy character. It is a struggle for the killer at sometimes though. Deucecar. Did I say that right? Deucecar is another support character, giving a shield to other characters and potentially stunning a killer. However, you get targeted a lot. It's like the killer's main goal or something. Deucecar feels like they need something else, almost if they feel unfinished. I don't know. Probably because they just die all the time. Veronica. This is one of the new characters added. They hold a fun skateboard. After playing them for a bit, they are kind of fun. You get to spray paint around the map in order to skate until the killer gets rid of them. They are a frustrating character to kill, but at the same time, they can't do much when their sprays are gone. Chance. Do I even need to say anything? It's gambling time. What the fuck? Wow, what a great game. This game does need some work. It's not finished either, as it states it's in the alpha stage. Some of the hitboxes need to be fixed. A lot of balance changes. Noli. Some random things I could come up with is if the server is full, add a second killer. Add some sort of sprint recharge cooldown to prevent running in a circle for most of the game. These are just ideas, things I would like to test in the future. But at the end of the day, I believe Forsaken is a fun game, with unique characters with their own different abilities, tons of cosmetics, and fun challenges. Let's just pray you don't get into a server full of tryhards, because then it just goes to who is playing and who can get hit the least.